Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I've been getting cooked for the last, 24 hours, and here's another stream where guys are just going to be trying to cook. Or you got Jay joining, you got Bice making a reload, you got Rack coming through. Unfortunately, Ahmed can't make it. Vitor's going to be in his car. You're probably just joining from A-listers or the Football Terrace or wherever you're coming from, and we're getting cooked there too. Arsenal this season getting knocked out of the FA Cup, losing to Newcastle 2-0, dropping points to Brighton. It's just a combination of L's after L's after L's, honestly. And then on top of that, we got to talk about Liverpool. They got one of their biggest tests of the season. They're going to be facing Nottingham Forest. Can they pass that test? Chelsea going through in the cup. Manchester United going through in the cup. Liverpool going through in the cup. Man City going through in the cup. Tottenham going through in the cup. Everybody going through except for Arsenal. Boy, it's peak. It's peak. And also, we have to play Tottenham next. North London Derby next. Boy, very interesting times. We must beat Tottenham 110%. But yeah, before we go any further, we got M in the building. He must be gassed. He went to the game. He witnessed Arsenal's downfall live in the flesh.
I did.
We have Rack in the building. Rack probably went to the game too. He probably witnessed it. Knowing Rack, he has season ticket holders in his friendship group that probably told him, "You want to go?" Rack, were you there?
No. Funny enough, though, my friend who's got a couple of season tickets, he did offer me a ticket because I've got one of my nephews, two of my nephews are Arsenal fans, and he asked if they wanted it. But obviously, with it being when this time of year, it's kind of tricky, right? Because they live in Sweden and stuff. So, yeah, one of them things.
And Bice is coming here all
smiling. Blast from the past, Mr. Bice.
How you been?
Respect, bro. Good.
How you doing, Bice?
How's everybody been, man? It's been lovely.
You know what? Bice said he comes back for special occasions, and today's a special occasion.
You reached out. I said, you know what? I'm free. I have nothing to do. Let me just jump on. Lovely stuff.
There you go. Honestly, guys, we just got to start straight with the Arsenal Man United game. M, you were there. Take it away.
Yeah, man. It was a good. You know what? It was actually a good game. I think it was definitely worth the watch. I don't know what to start on. I want to start on Man United first. Yeah, like the first 40 minutes, kind of cagey. We just sat back, but grew into the game. Some outstanding performance for us. I'm not gonna lie. I liked Mazraoui, Agate, good game. But yeah, I feel like you guys just couldn't do enough. A lot of crosses into the box. Me and Kaz were sitting there like literally just. I'm not sure if you know this, by the way, but Kaz deserves an Oscar because we were sitting in the home end, and he's sitting there talking to the Arsenal fans, and he's like, this is why we need to give Arteta time. This is why we need to give Arteta time. Undercover up, like literally. And he's sitting there and he's like, "Oh, do you know what? This is why we need Marcus Rashford. Yeah, 20 mil. We should get him better than this crap, bro." And it was hilarious, man. You can't write this stuff. When Dallo got sent off, I thought that's it, man. I thought that the game was done because you could feel it turn in the stadium. The United fans went quiet, and you guys were pretty loud. But yeah, we stuck in. Here's the funny thing: if we didn't get a man sent off, I don't believe we win that game. Because I think having that man sent off just gave us that extra fight, and we went from man to man marking to just zonal kind of like positioning. So yeah, I think it suited us. Big up Xerxes coming on. I know you saw them 2 nutmegs on Saliba. I saw that from inside the stadium. Saucy. But yeah, man, I'm happy, but still, still got Southampton. So knowing us, we'll probably lose to Southampton. So yeah. But yeah, man, good game. Enjoyed it. Obviously, you're probably pissed. I called you after the game. You didn't seem too happy, but yeah, man, good time to be alive.
Okay.
I'm not going to cook you too much.
Vice is trying to conceal his smile.
Yeah. Egal's probably been through it. I'm just, if you want to break down the game, we can break down the game. I'm not going to cook you, bro.
As cooked, you deserve No offense. People saying no offense. I deserve it. You're still a good guy, though, Egal. Big up the chat. Villa, also after Spurs. We'll talk about Spurs. We'll talk about Villa in a bit. Somebody else here saying, what is this? Kareem? Young Korean star is going, no, we're not signing no Korean 60 million.
No.
I've never heard a link to that guy.
Karim's some young guy. He's taking the piss.
Karim's some young guy.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, he's chatting shit. Then Celia, what? He said, what? What are we talking about? What happened? You guys are just taking the piss at this point. Listen, long story short,
Come on,
people are saying so many things are being said right now. So many things are being said, but it comes down to two things for me. One, to start the game off, I don't think the refereeing decisions were right. I think we didn't deserve a penalty, and I think Dalot getting sent off on another day, maybe he doesn't get sent off, but it was a stupid foul, and whatever you gave the referee a decision there.
Oh, that was a sending off. I think that's definitely a sending off.
I rewatched it.
The penny was very, very soft.
Yeah, the pen. I didn't see any contact. He might have pushed him, but I didn't see any contact.
Apparently, Harry Maguire grabbed his back. That's what they're saying.
That's
It
soft.
is what it is. Next, so I'm not crying about referees. I think the refereeing decision went our way, and Manchester United fans should feel aggrieved. Now, moving to our team, Havertz had a 0 out of 10 performance. That was one of the worst performances I have seen from an attacking player at Arsenal in a long time. Man missed gilt-edged chance after gilt-edged chance after gilt-edged chance. That was 4 clear-cut chances. He should have scored the goal. He should have had not only a hat trick, +1.
I remember one clear cut. You know where where I think he touched it down off his chest and it was right in front of the goal.
At least Kai Havertz at least had 2.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz had at least 2 clear-cut chances. Declan Rice had another clear-cut chance where it got saved. And what do you call it? Then you also have Trossard's chance. So that's 4 clear-cut chances we should have scored. Not only should we have won the game, Martin Ødegaard also missed a penalty. But you know what? Martin Ødegaard, people are on his case too much. Yes, he missed a penalty, but he also created 10 chances in the game. What are we doing with those 10 chances? Missing them left, right, center. I'm telling you guys, these guys, they're not shooting in practice. I don't know what they're doing in practice, but they're clearly not taking shots in practice because right now the skill sets that this team has are defensive, in the midfield being solid, but in the front 3, no final third play at all. 0 clinicalness. And this is what happens. And you got to don't forget to give flowers to the goalkeeper Manchester United. I know. You could have just said that. He did have a good game. You got to give him credit. But overall, Arsenal, we hurt ourselves. We shot ourselves in the foot. I think this is a much worse defeat from the perspective of Arsenal than it is a bigger win for Manchester United. Because when you look at it from an Arsenal perspective, I think 10 men, they had 10 men for majority of the game. We're at home. We're supposed to be the better team. We're supposed to beat these guys. Also with the chances that we missed, 9 times out of 10, we're supposed to win that game. With the amount of chances.
Can I just quickly say, Egal?
In the grand scheme of how the game went, Jay, that was a horrendous results.
Okay. Let's be clear about one thing, Egal. In the cup, the most important thing is to go through to the next round. That is the be-all and end-all. I don't care how we played against Tamworth. We're in the next round. That's it. Yeah, you can do the synopsises and the breakdowns and the analyses all you want. The most important statistic is you're not in the hat for the 4th round. That is the most important statistic. You went out on penalties. You played an hour against Man United with 10 men. 14th place Man United with 10 men. You don't get to talk about we missed chances in that instance. You know what you needed to do. Yeah, you had an hour to do it. You couldn't do it. You've lost back-to-back cup matches in 1 week. I don't think and I don't want to be too harsh on Arsenal, but the cup is the cup. You don't get to do analysis on cup exits because you're no longer in the cup. Who cares? Yeah. So to me, you know what I mean? It's like, I get it. I do get the breakdown and the analysis, but at the end of the day, Like, this isn't a league match, and you get to see where you went wrong and improve next time. You're out the cup. Do you know what I mean? It really doesn't matter why you're out the cup. You just couldn't get it done, and you had ample opportunity to do so.
I don't think that's fair for Arsenal because they've been dropping out of the cup for the last 4 years.
Bro, third
so of
round,
course they can always go back and say we should
3
do better
years.
next time. You see what I'm saying? Because they have last year, the year before. You see what I'm saying? Of course they can go back and look. These guys have not been to a final since Mikel Arteta first joined. What are we doing?
Oh no! Apparently now they're focusing on the Champions League. That's what I've been getting told.
Man. So. I remember that Martinelli come from years ago and they said Martinelli going to score every leg of the Champions League knockout rounds to the final. I know they're saying Martinelli's crap. That Arsenal team, you know what? I'm going to wait my turn. You know why? Because I saw this coming a mile away. Rax remembers, Jay remembers. I said this coming a mile away. I saw it. I said, just relax. Sit back. Be patient. I don't care how good they look. I don't care how much the attack is. I don't care how much Kai Havertz pisses me off. That guy, when the lights are the brightest, is going to do this. Minimize. Mikel Arteta, when the lights are the brightest, big brains it, ego gets involved, and then what happens? He messes it up. Arsenal has no reason not being in a final, especially in the last 3 years. They should have at least made it to one. We keep saying, they're playing like champions, they're playing like winners, they're doing like this. They're showing me
it's without
that Arsenal team has won a trophy. Saka, Nelly, at Arsenal, by the way.
Yeah, there's not a lot. The last trophy was
still Saka and Martinelli, I like. When Alba was there. So we're looking at 5 years, and yeah, they put the trophy winners into the team. However, you brought them from a Chelsea side who was happy to let them go. And we saw why. Yesterday was the biggest. If yesterday was not the biggest reason why you should have never wanted Kai Havertz, never defended Kai Havertz, never cuddled Kai Havertz, yesterday was the biggest reason why. Open goals, clear-cut chances that he should be putting away. Over the bar, you get the first touch in the box, and it still goes. There's nothing to defend. You brought on Jorginho. Yeah, he looked a little better when he came on. However, Mikel Merino, Ødegaard doing 360s on counter-attacks.
Yeah, that was
poor.
I just wanted to say as well, you guys were very, very reliant on Ødegaard, and you can see that, you know, it's usually Saka FC, no Saka, no party, but yeah, the amount of times where you would try and count on everyone would just look for Ødegaard, and everything goes through him. And the problem is, when you got a player like that, and you're right, he doesn't take no shots outside the box, but it's not just down to Ødegaard. I'm going to be honest. He did look like he was carrying an injury after the 60th minute, because I think at half time he was touching his hamstring as he was walking into the tunnel. So he did look like he was carrying an injury. All the corners, if you guys remember, he didn't beat a first man from the corners as well. So the corners were poor. But yeah, I feel like you're just a bit too reliant on Ødegaard, because everything was trying to go through him. And whenever he did get the ball, it's like no one was showing or doing enough. That's what I'd like to say. And another thing as well, yeah, you Arsenal fans are shameless, yeah, because I was sitting there. How are you celebrating bloody corners when the ball goes out for a corner? You're celebrating.
They've been doing it for the last 4 months. Why are you shocked?
How are you celebrating that?
It's the only thing that makes us happy.
The ball goes up for a corner. It's like, oh, look, they don't want this. They don't want this. And I'm sitting there like,
corners is
corners,
the only thing that makes us happy right now, mate.
Yeah, I said it. I said it last time. It's nasty. It's nasty. Do you not see that little boy? The little boy wearing the Saka kit, pretending he's taking a corner. It's nasty.
Is this the future we're creating
work
for the children?
Yeah.
Do you know you
can I just say?
Do you know you have the outside practicing step overs?
Really briefly, there's a much maligned player, and listen, I've always I've never been in the Ødegaard is better than Bruno camp. I haven't. Yeah. And I feel, I don't think Ødegaard's better than Bruno. I've never thought that. I think that what people saw yesterday, especially with the pirouette that Ødegaard did, is that's where you saw the difference between Bruno and Ødegaard. Bruno is fizzing that ball through. If it makes it, it makes it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But he's trying to do it. Like, and obviously, like the risk averseness, I think Ødegaard had a good game in general. But I think that when you go out and lose these kind of matches, you're going to look at the captain first. Do you know what I mean? And you saw Bruno had a big performance for United yesterday, a really, really good performance. And he helped carry the team, especially with 10 men. Like, he was almost like a manager on the pitch. He was telling the players where to be. He was organizing them. Brilliant performance. Now, obviously, Ødegaard, he was good. That's what I'm saying. And it's like the winners, it's like they say in war, the winners get to write the history. Do you know what I mean? United will write the history of this game. It was a valiant, gallant win. It was this, it was that. You're right. Arsenal had chances, but if Arsenal miss chances, right, look at it like this, yeah. Timo Werner, right? When Timo Werner gets a one-on-one, you guys know he's not going to score, right? You know he's going to miss. At what point do you look at the players you've got and the chances that they're missing and say these players just aren't capable of being clinical? Yeah, and then it's no longer we were unlucky. It's these players are finishing at their current level, and as such, they're giving us what they're giving us.
Yeah, but the thing is, guys, you see, when these guys were at Chelsea and doing the same things that they're doing now at the other clubs, everybody wants to make the excuse that it's Chelsea. And I don't want to make it about Chelsea, you know what I'm saying? Because this is about Arsenal and how they continue to fail year in, year out, developing new excuses and stuff like that. But I just want to say, 65 million down the drain, Kai Havertz scored. That guy is crap. We've been telling you guys, he's a pure footballer. Remember, I say it every time Havertz has a bad game. Hashtag not the Chelsea Havertz. Hashtag not the same Havertz. Because that's what you guys do. Jorginho. Tell me, what? Timo Werner. I saw Timo Werner hit both posts and the crossbar in one game, in one half. This is who these guys are. You can't keep making excuses for them. Remember last season when you guys first got him? The guy went the whole first half of the season ghosting, midfield, this, that. He has a hot streak down in the last 3-4 months of the season. All of a sudden, he's the Messiah. He comes into this season.
Relax. He was good for a calendar year.
A calendar year, Egal, that's half a season. And another half a season.
Yeah.
Arsenal
Honestly, I've heard calendar year stats used for teams. I've never heard it used for an individual player before.
Yeah,
the only time it's used for individual players, missing 91 goals in a calendar year.
20 goals in 12 months.
Yeah, okay.
No, my point is you can't call it a purple patch when he was doing it from the back end of last season to the start of this season.
You know why it's a purple patch? Because it's 2 different seasons.
I think Havertz had a good finish to last season. He did have a good 6 months.
I think we're now overdoing it. Yes, he had a bad game. Yes, we've been struggling with our attack recently. Yes, when you don't have Bukayo Saka or you don't have Martin Ødegaard, the 2 linchpins to your attack, one of them are missing. You're going to have to find other solutions. And the issue right now is not solely only Kai Havertz. Yes, he had a horrible game, one of his worst games, 0 out of 10 performance. But let's not make it seem like Kai Havertz is the only problem in this team. One, you have one of our other players who's firing in Jesus recently, get a catastrophic knee injury during the game.
Was that the other knee? Apparently that's his.
But he's always out though.
Yeah, no, but bro, for him to bag what is it? 5 goals in the last 6 games. What was it? 6 goals in the last 6 games, and then today get a catastrophic knee injury. That's a big blow. Also, we already have Ethan Nwaneri out. He got injured immediately after scoring a goal versus Brighton. We also have to depend on 4 attacking players left out of 6. We have to depend on Havertz. We have to depend on Martinelli. We have to depend on Trossard and goddamn Raheem Sterling. And we all know Raheem Sterling was a panic buy. Let's not act like Raheem Sterling was somebody the
that
club
was
wanted.
that's another I'll save him by. You see what I'm saying?
He was probably your best player when he came on, though. I'll be honest.
He probably was. But really and truly, we should not be in a situation where we're depending on these kind of panic buys at the end of the summer. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, if any of you guys were telling me in the summer, this team's not good enough to win the league, it wasn't because you guys were saying only the signings. No one was factoring in Bukayo Saka was 100% going to get injured. No one was factoring.
I think we were.
Everyone was.
Everybody said you guys just chose not to listen, bro.
That's also not possible. How can Rice say at the start of the season?
Everyone knew.
Everybody could see this
coming. He's going to get 100%. He's going to get injured. No one knows.
Everybody saw some of this stuff coming. It's just Arsenal fans just said, this is the same team from last season. We're just going to add a key piece here, a key piece there, and we're going to go and win it all. But the signings are unambitious. And when I said the signings are unambitious, I mean, I'm not talking about like, all right, I'm going to be so real, yeah? I'm going to be so real. When you guys took Raheem Sterling from my club, this weight left my chest because I didn't have to defend him anymore. You see what I'm saying? This weight just left my chest. I felt so free. I was smiling. If anybody sees me on Twitter, I'm only posting smiling emojis, everything like that. Everybody knows. The thing with it is this. When you have a team like that, still no depth on the right wing. Still no depth on the right wing. Martinelli still has not improved since his debut season. Gabriel Jesus, we all know him, 4-play footballer. Let's just call it what it is. You guys went out, instead of putting some attack into that midfield, you guys bought another defensive midfielder, Mikel Merino. What?
Was he even playing? I'm not sorry, bro. 2 things, yeah. Merino, I want to talk on him, yeah, because I didn't even realize he was playing for 45 minutes, bro. Honestly, like it was bad. I know people are so quick to jump on Ødegaard, but he was probably the best out of a bad bunch because, bro, Merino, yeah. I don't know.
I honestly don't know what Merino was doing, and maybe he is a poor signing, but right now it's too early to tell. As for the rest of our signings, we signed a cup keeper, guys. I don't know why we still have Neto at the club. What is he doing? He's just a security blanket in case Ray gets injured. Yeah, he's a backup
because Ryan's playing every week. So.
Yeah. He doesn't play. We just signed him as a backup. You know what he is? He's Cameron Payne on Golden State or on freaking OKC.
Campaign.
He's just dancing. Campaign. He's just sitting on the bench and dancing. That's all he does. Also, you guys, stop it. People always want to talk about Arteta. None of you guys have done that yet.
Oh, I was just waiting for the perfect segue.
Hold on,
I think in a game. When you look at the context of what happened in that game, I don't think it's on the manager. And I'm going to say it before anyone else says it's on the manager.
What context do you need to be out of the cup? And I know I'm being a bit blunt about this, but I've got to reiterate, you are out of the cup. So when you want to me, you can't look at it at the same way as you look as a league defeat. Because a league defeat, you have the opportunity next week to remedy that.
To redeem yourself.
You do not have the opportunity to remedy this FA Cup defeat until next season. Yeah, on the back of losing the Carabao Cup tie to Newcastle. So I think when you say it wasn't on Arteta, I think you then have to ask the argument then the squad building and the position the team's in now. Because let's be honest, like Jesus went down injured. He's playing on the wing because you don't have another winger. Why is Sterling not starting? If you bring Sterling in, is he not fit? Is he? Do you know what I mean? Ethan's gone from not good enough to be Ødegaard's direct replacement to, oh my God, Ethan's out injured. We don't know what to do. We haven't got anyone else to play. It's just I think that in this game, you can make the argument Arteta put the team out there that he thought could win. But this is now a broader point of you've gone out to Liverpool last year. I feel like you actually wanted to win this game more than you wanted to win Liverpool last year, but you lost. You tried your best against Newcastle. You tried your best against United, and you've lost both games. And I'll be honest with you, had United not had a man sent off, I think United might have won that game 2-0 or something. I really think at 11v11, at the point after they just scored the goal, they had you in their sights. Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like they had the measure of you at that point as well. So interesting.
I've got something to say. So, you know, I'm a little bit less harsh on Arteta than some other people in the panel and stuff like that. But one thing I will say is Arteta's job after what happened on Tuesday or Wednesday night, whenever it was, the Carabao Cup. The fact that you lost that game, that heaped an incredible amount of pressure on you this game, because we all know that I think his target this season is to win a trophy. Now, the league is difficult at this stage. Like I said, I think we'll win it from now, but you know, especially now that you've also got this amount of injuries. And I'll say, look, you know, ultimately we have to take advantage of that, but it's going to be very, very difficult for you. Champions League is very, very difficult to pick any one particular person. So you had that earth-shattering result against Newcastle, and ultimately part of Mikel Arteta's responsibility against adversity, yeah, for sure, but part of his responsibility is to get the team up and get the team prepared for this game, whatever position they're in. Is the team partially to blame? Absolutely, but the manager always has to take some blame as well. You can't say that it's all on the manager, but you can't say he's completely blameless, because that's just not the nature of football. We've seen managers get sacked after FA Cup defeats, after FA Cup exits.
We've seen managers get sacked after winning.
Van Gaal won the FA Cup.
One second. Big news. Because of Jesus' injury, Josh Kroenke is coming after the Rams game today to London, and they're going to meet before the North London derby, and they're going to reassess the transfer window strategy as Jesus' injury.
As they need to.
This is great PR.
So Jesus' injury forced them into making a signing.
Egal.
What are you saying? You're saying
say something about Arteta, and I hope everybody.
Coming from the guy who's making 3 signings in January, you don't think Arsenal can get one done?
You can get some done. It's not going to do nothing though.
Signings.
It's not going to do nothing though. Let me tell you why. You see this, and this is why. And I've been saying it for years. I said, they're desperate to win because you have to prove that you can win to keep top talent at your football club. How much more seasons of losing can Gabriel take before he gets tempted away? You see Madrid already knocking at Saliba's door. Saka's in that contract area right now, and I don't know what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? I think he still loves Arsenal. I think he's gonna give it another go and renew the contract, but you never know what can happen. The thing with it is this: Mikel Arteta, when it comes to his talent ID and making signings, I don't trust him. I just don't trust him.
One second. Do you think it's Arteta, or do you think it's the club making forcing him to think alternatives?
I don't think it's forcing him when he's got the backing he's got and he's working and it keeps coming out that he's bro. And he keeps working alongside these guys to identify these players.
Bice,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me just read
Sambi Lokonga. Where's Sambi Lokonga? That guy's still on your books. That's his signing.
One second. Let me just get to this quickly. 1 second, because you're quick to jump. Do you think Arteta didn't want Sesko in the summer? Nico Williams in the summer? Why didn't we get that done? He wanted Rafinha. He ended up going to Barcelona. We wanted Isak in 2022. We didn't end up getting him. We wanted Vlahovic a similar summer also. We didn't end up getting him. Some of these deals might have happened. Some of these deals would have happened if they just would have released the funds. Sesko
But
wanted
no,
to join us.
but Egal, is it a
What
question
happened
of
when the
releasing the
funds got
funds,
released,
or is
bro?
it a question of not matching the profile? Because this is the other. Here's the other thing. I know you are. From my understanding, you're not too happy with Edu, even though he's brought in, and some of these players. Obviously, if there is a bit of a conflict, there's been some. They've rubbed each other up a little bit the wrong way. Apparently, that was part of the reason for his exit. That's what's come out. Don't know whether it's true or not, but ultimately, these guys need to be aligned, right? Your sporting director and your football man and your manager have to be aligned. Perhaps part of the reason why is because, like, when Liverpool had the old transfer committee, and still to a certain extent now, the manager has a say, the sporting director has a say, the scouts have a say, all these people have a say, and then they make a collective decision. It's not necessarily that you didn't have the funds or you didn't want to release the funds. Maybe they didn't release the funds because there was disagreement about the actual targets.
I think, call me crazy. If Arteta was to leave Arsenal today and Carlo Ancelotti was to leave Real Madrid,
You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. I don't even want to hear the last part of that.
I'm not making jokes.
Egal,
you're crazy.
I do think
you're crazy.
Arteta, even though he hasn't won anything at Arsenal, is highly touted as a top manager in this role.
Crazy.
If Bayern are signing, if Bayern are signing a manager from friggin' Burnley, you guys don't think Arteta is viewed highly amongst Europe? I don't think Arteta's the problem. The issue at Arsenal right now, genuinely right now, is that we've invested in the defense. We've built from the defense up. We haven't finished the full team yet. The final pieces
in 5 years, though.
You need another 3 players. Let me guess, a striker.
Just because we've been here for 5 years, I get it. We need to deliver, but don't forget we were a kick away last season with the same players you guys are saying are not good enough.
No,
here's the thing. Away. We were literally 1 kick away from winning the league.
But you didn't win it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You finished second.
I know, but you guys are making it seem like it's so far. Like the distance is this far. Right now, we're still 6 points behind Liverpool. Guys, 1 second.
Last 3 years is a
disgrace. Right now, we're 6 points behind Liverpool. If Arsenal go and sign a Bagsman in January, we could easily skyrocket. We have the creativity. We have the defense. We're missing the goals.
But you say January. If you do it on the 31st of January, that's probably not going to work.
Yeah,
31st of January. You need to be looking to do it this week. You need to be doing it by the weekend.
Egal, Rax, you're right. They need to make
it in by Wednesday, bro. We need to get it in before they play Tottenham.
But it's not even about that. Let me be clear with you guys, right? What happens when you don't make the signings you need to make at the right time? Let me give you guys a cautionary tale. As a Tottenham fan, I'll give you a cautionary tale.
Sit down, children.
Spurs, right?
Jay's about to
decide. Hey, Jackanory time, story time. Yeah. So I'm just saying, right? As a Tottenham fan, I saw in 16-17, we just finished behind Chelsea. Yeah? Thought we could kick on the following season. We made the Champions League final in 2019. Thought we just needed Ndombele and Lo Celso. What happens, Egal, is time moves, and as close as you were last season, next summer, you have such an expensive window, and I mean a £200 to £300 million window. Let me explain. You still need the striker, yeah? I'm assuming you're not going to sign Sterling permanently, so you're going to need another forward, yeah? Both Jorginho and Partey are out of contract, yeah? That's 2 experienced, high-quality midfielders that you're going to need to replace. That's before you do anything else with your squad. So you essentially need 4 relatively proven or high potential ability to go straight in players. That's
Somebody's
to stand
looking
still.
at my tweets, eh?
No, I never read your tweets. But what I'm saying to you is that, like, what I'm saying to you quite briefly is that you've got a squad now that you think you're a couple of players away. But I'm telling you that you're moving further away from the target you need, not taking into account the teams around you are also improving. And then you've also got the drop-off of players thinking, the players not agreeing with the tactics. How long can you say the same thing to players and not win? And think the players aren't going to start to eventually disregard what you're saying.
Not even that, Jay. Not even that, Jay. Chelsea's been winning games, right? And we've been losing a little bit.
Let me answer some of the questions. Jorginho leaves this window, and we go and use his wages to go and sign a top attacking player. That attacking player can then fill the shoes of Jesus, who's injured for 9 months. In the summer, say Trossard and Raheem Sterling leave, we can go and get another attacking player, put Ethan in the mix as our 6th attacking option. So then we would have signed 2 attacking players by January and summer. And in the summer, we then go and get another quality midfielder to then replace Thomas Partey's output, and we raise what do you call it, Miles Lewis-Skelly to fill Jorginho's role. In a perfect world, that's what I would do. I would go and sign 2 attacking players in these 2 upcoming windows, another quality midfielder or 2 if I can, and then when and the defense is relatively sorted already. If you just want to add one more player to the piece of the puzzle.
What on your fullback situation? Calafiore is looking like a
situation is fine.
I know
Calafiore is looking like he's gonna be out. He's a hospital bed.
Our fullback situation is fine with Miles Lewis-Skelly, with Calafiore, Timber, Ben White. Don't forget Ben White. Don't forget Ben White's injured. He's coming back. It's not the end of the world. We're good.
This 4 centre back thing ain't gonna kick out for long.
Reis, like diving before the ball was even kicked. He done it like twice.
Yeah, that guy's hilarious. But I don't want to take it off Arteta.
Understand that this is a man who saved us this season in a penalty game against Atlanta. He literally saved us from dropping points in the Champions League. Also, he saved us in a penalty shootout last year versus Porto.
I mean, no, you did drop.
He had a poor penalty shootout.
You drew that game, so you did drop points. You dropped.
Yeah,
saved you
we
1
would have
point.
lost. We would have lost if it wasn't for him.
Well, all I'm saying is this, bro. I don't think, and this is why I go back to Arteta. What did he do different in that United game that he did against Newcastle?
You know what? We created as many chances in those 2 games, but we didn't finish our dinner.
All I'm saying, he didn't do nothing different. A lot of the times, we
created a lot better chances.
Your plan A is not good enough, and you need to have a B or a C.
Let's talk about
wait. We saw Carlo Ancelotti go against Barcelona the other day. Yesterday. What he brought to the game was all he had, and that's why they lost 5-1, 5-2, or something like that.
I'm not trolling. I'm dead serious.
I'm not trolling either. I'm serious. I'm just saying.
Someone in the chat is
there's
saying
been times. I'm really not trolling. You get when I'm trolling.
Let me just stop you because this links perfectly. You're saying, what do we need to do differently? We play Spurs next, guys. We play Spurs next, and Vitor hasn't said much yet. Vitor, what are you saying? Arsenal versus Spurs. What do you think?
You know what? I've been chilling in the cut just because the biggest match of the weekend, United Arsenal. I'll let you guys speak on it. I'll let you guys do your whole reviews. The upcoming game is just as important, and it's just as important because of what you guys were reminding me of early in the season. 1-12 momentum. Games that need to be won. So coming off of this loss in the cup run, and now playing against Jay, who typical Jay fashion's got chess going into this game. It's gonna be a must win. It's gonna be a must win game because of the momentum that's important to both of your clubs. I think it's probably the best time to play Arsenal because you do have, again, your focal point in Saka is gone. Like to play against a team when they're missing one of their best players, that's the time to do it if you're not quite sure of your performance. So I think this Arsenal Spurs game is an absolute must win for both clubs because, and I'm not taking a shot, this is just me observing, the London turf wars are a real thing. Like you guys have many trophies, many cup runs throughout the season when you guys play against each other. And this game is going to be all about that billing. Who wants it more? Who needs it more?
Arsenal clearly needed more.
Who wants it more, though? Who wants it more?
Who wants it more, though?
Jay wants it more. Look at his eyes.
Jay is frozen with intensity. That he needs this. He needs this game. He needs this result. And I think it's
Spurs
also
need a trophy, bro. It validates so much.
Yeah.
Trophies validate so much. And imagine
Imagine Spurs go so long without a trophy, and they end up winning the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup.
I'm back in Spurs. You know, I want Spurs to win a trophy. Because you know what, like, it's a bit mad how Arsenal fans
Look at how Jay's smiling.
I need, bruv. You know what? It's their time. You know what? Jay, League Cup. You know, you're in Europa League as well.
Oh man!
Do you want to know why I'm? We're still in.
Yo,
Do you want to know why I'm smiling, guys?
Country, man.
Do you want to know why I'm smiling? It's because
I went too far.
Because and I know we've got a long way to go. We've got a long way to go to win a trophy, but when Spurs were finishing second and making Champions League finals, I was constantly reminded by Arsenal fans that trophies and winning was the most important thing because they happened to pick up an FA Cup at the time. All of a sudden, when Arsenal are now finishing second, putting pressure on and competing, now all of a sudden the process, the journey, the vision, the allure is more important or equally as important.
It's funny, isn't it?
You know? So,
the project.
Yeah, and I don't begrudge it because I know how Egal feels. I know how it feels to put a lot of pressure on. I know how it feels to be really close. And I know how it feels to not make the necessary steps at the right time and then to regress. And I think that, you know, I don't know why you're not buying a Lookman. I don't know why you're not buying a striker. But this game coming up on Wednesday, it's a big game for both teams. And I'm not going to lie, yeah, I think we're going to take something from the game because I'm looking at it now. You lost to Newcastle. You lost to United. We've been okay against good teams this season. I think out against the top 6 under Ange, we've won 5 out of 8, which isn't terrible. It's good. It's not bad at all. 5 out of 8 games, winning against the rest of the top 6. So I think we'll be game. Jesus out. Timber may be out. Jorginho will be out. On top of the injuries Arsenal have already got. 2 big
Timber's
games.
gonna be fine.
Maybe
you got a Saliba in terrible form.
Yeah, you played
Timber's
2 taxing games in the last 1 week. I think there's something there for Spurs potentially.
Potentially.
Because I did tell you you're going to lose to United.
I have Spurs winning that game in garbage.
You know what I mean? I said it penalties verbatim.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Saliba's looking like Malang Sarr.
Oh no!
But this game in itself is like a cup final, man. You know these London derbies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. These turf wars, man.
It's another cup final, man.
All right, I want to hear all your takes. Everyone, score predictions. What are we saying?
What order? You wanna dictate who said what?
M, talk to me.
2-1 Spurs.
Iraq.
1-1 Spurs. I said 1-1 Spurs.
1-1 Spurs.
Bryce.
I can tell you want Spurs to win as well, Rack. Don't worry.
Spurs,
I'll do.
A nasty 2-0 from Spurs. A nasty one.
Jay. You're on mute, bro.
Oh, he's thinking. Is he thinking?
Yeah, no.
He's talking.
I think it will actually. I actually, in my heart, I think 2-2, but I'm gonna go 2-1 Spurs. I think Solanke's in good form at the moment, both from a playing point of view, but Saliba's not so much. I think Solanke's gonna have a good game on Wednesday. I think he's gonna work his centre backs at least anyway. And yeah, I mean, you're stretched up top. I think Sterling will probably start in this game, right? You haven't really got probably Trossard, Martinelli, Havertz. You know, so they haven't got the thing is if you don't, basically the way I'm looking at it is if you're not ahead by 60, 70 minutes, I don't think you're winning the game because I don't think there's not much backup there. I think I've heard Richarlison's going to be fit for this game. Like he's going to be at least as an option. And,
why are you laughing, Egal?
Funny, Richarlison's probably going to score the winner.
I mean, yeah, like
that's why I said a nasty 2-0.
No one's betting on Richarlison to score the winner, bro. He's.
I said a nasty 2-0.
Let him finish. Let him finish. My bad.
No, I look at the performance Spurs put in against Liverpool, and it just was like, okay, this was slightly more mature, slightly little bit more defensive, little bit more measured. I'm like, bring that performance that we gave against Liverpool, bring the performance we gave against Newcastle at home, and we'll get something from the game. If we perform at the same level we did in those two games, I'll go 2-1 Spurs, but I won't be surprised to see a draw either.
Okay, Vitor, what you think?
Yeah. Listen, every time I try to break down this game, I look ahead because I could only rely on what I hear from other Spurs fans and Arsenal fans with going into this game. And I think you guys are having Arsenal have more questions about players' availability, and Spurs have more answers with players and their availability. And I think that's really going to bode well for what Ange wants to do. I keep seeing a draw, though. I keep seeing 2-2. But this is going to be a game where it's going to be, honestly, if it's a draw, it's still a madness for Arsenal. Like, it's still what's going on here, because this is the team, this is the club that are supposed to be building off season after season. They're supposed to be learning on what to do and what not to do. And a draw doesn't bode well for what they want to do this season. And I think it's going to increase the volume on this Arteta out talk about these poor transfer windows, about pressure on who needs to be bought in this January transfer window. Yeah, I'm seeing 2-2. That's what I'm seeing.
Fair enough. Listen, for me,
it's
at our ground. It's at our ground.
Martinelli, Trossard, and who's the other person?
Sterling. So it's Martinelli, Trossard, and I'm going to start Sterling.
You
start Sterling on the right.
One second.
Wow. So you go Sterling on the right, Martinelli on the left, Havertz up top, midfield, Partey, Ødegaard, Declan Rice. Back four is going to be Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Miles Lewis-Skelly, goalkeeper Raya. I think it's going to be a situation where we're going to be having a makeshift front three. They're going to be having a makeshift back four. I would rather trust my team at home to defend and catch Tottenham out on the counter than try to go toe to toe with their attack, because their attack can score a lot of goals. So we got to make sure we play a similar strategy to what we've seen other teams do versus Tottenham. I think it's a winning formula versus Tottenham. You play defensive football, you catch them out
at home,
and you ask them to break them down.
Defensive football at home.
But that's all they play, bro.
Because at the end of the day, you guys know, yes, we're at home. Yes, it should be the onus on us to continue to play our football. But right now, with the way that our attack is constructed, and especially versus a Tottenham team that is very susceptible to the counter, I think they're going to give us opportunities on the counter. And I think if we do get the first goal or one or two goals, we can go on to win it. But if Tottenham score first, it's going to be a long day for us. But no matter what, Tottenham will always give you an opportunity to catch them out. Their defense is an 18-year-old midfielder and a backup center back. So, and whoever they have on their left back or right back, whoever's available, gets thrown in there. So I don't trust them 100% to keep a clean sheet at the Emirates. Where Arsenal I can trust my defense. I don't know if I can trust my attack. So that's why I'm going to play. And I think it suits us going against Tottenham rather than going up against Newcastle. Newcastle right now are a much better side than Tottenham. Manchester United down to 10 men. We can't break them down. So I don't want to see a situation where Tottenham get an early goal and we have to be the ones, the onus on us to go and attack them. So I'm going with a 1-0 smash and grab Arsenal win at home. And we don't care how we win. As long as we win and we get ourselves back on the right track, we now can go look forward. Because guess what? Liverpool play Newcastle and Nottingham Forest away. And that's where I want to talk next.
Hold on, wait. When was the last time Spurs won at the Emirates in the Premier League? Is it 2011? Am I wrong, bro? When was the last time?
You must be 2010s.
Yeah, I need to change that prediction, bro. I'm going 2-2. Sorry, man. 2-2.
Yeah.
Oh, ye of little faith, man.
Well, we drew 2-2 there
By
last
the way,
season.
The
Remember?
last time you won at the
And no-
Emirates,
and no
was
Ronaldo
15 years
ball.
ago.
Guys,
You want me to have
guys,
confidence?
we don't have much time left. We gotta go through everyone's score predictions for their games also. Nottingham Forest, I think they're gonna take something off Liverpool. That's why I want to talk about them next. Arsenal could be potentially 2 or 3 points behind Liverpool come the end of the weekend. If 2 or 4 points. 2 or 4 points
Clip
behind
that.
Liverpool.
Clip that.
Arsenal could be 2 or 4 points behind, or 6.
I think Liverpool will beat Forest. I played Forest recently. They're not all that. They're a good team who are in good form, but they're not like Liverpool. If they turn up there with the right attitude, put their work hats on, just get the win. Do you know what I mean? Clanging and banging, get out of there. Do you know what I mean? I'm not.
What's their
Listen,
defense
we
like?
lost
What's their
1-0 to
defense
Forest.
like?
It's all right. It's decent. They got Murillo, the guy, the boy from Fiorentina, who's good as well. And obviously,
yeah, I know, yeah.
And Aina at right back. The defense is solid. The key Sells is having a great season.
You know what?
I like
That's
the
all
goalie.
cute.
The goalie's
That's
good.
all cute. I just want to know predictions. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. What you guys saying? Vader.
2-1
Listen.
Liverpool, by the way.
Your name's not Vader, Jay. Listen, this game is gonna be intense. It's gonna be intense because this man Slot from the loss has not stopped talking about this game. He keeps reminding Rax and every Liverpool fan, every player about how poorly they played against Forest. He's not losing this. Egal, I know you got, your guts telling you they're going to give you something. No, not this game. This game, they're going to be fully dialed in and ready to deliver. They missed the buzz line in that last game. You saw what the buzz line means to these guys. They need that engine in the field, pressing, covering ground, disrupting play. They need that, and they're going to have them back. Forest are not winning this game. It's not even close. Not even close. They're going to win this game. This is a solid revenge match. 3-1.
3-1. Okay, Vice, why are you making that face?
I have Liverpool winning like 4-0.
All right.
4-0.
Jay already said 2-1.
Yeah, I think Forest are in their they're in the Villa era, you know what I'm saying? Hype, vibes, flying, and then it's just gonna
you know what I mean?
They're gonna fade. They're in the Brighton era. The Brighton era. Not Villa. Villa is a bad team too. The Brighton era. They're flying, they're winning, and then it's just gonna slowly back where it's supposed to be. Slowly back where it's supposed to be. And it starts here.
Guys, we got some crazy news. What the hell?
I don't know if it's confirmed yet, though.
1 second.
Because I know
whether Liverpool lose or not, you're not
Pretty
winning the league. Get it. What? Get it in your deluded head. Yo, bro. You
Guys use the money for this.
You got to read that whole thing as well.
1 second.
It's not true.
It is what it is. 1 second. First thing first. Quick transfer talk. Bayern Munich want Christopher Nkunku immediately reported by Plague. So quick fire transfer talk.
I like how Egal just wants to make sure that he's not being conned. Just to double check.
Vice, what are you saying?
Huh?
Vice, what are you saying?
It's sad, but with the minutes he's been getting in the game and the competitions he's been playing in, I'm not surprised. I think in the era that he's the most effective, we have too many players there at the moment. Joao Felix, Palmer, and him. And playing him as an out-and-out 9, yes, he gets goals, but it's just like there's sometimes when we play him in the Premier League and he just can't replicate, you know what I'm saying? He just can't get us the consistent goals we need. So I'm not against it. And I hear they want to do a swap deal with Tell as well. They want to try to make a swap deal with Tell.
We'll get that to a second. 1 second. Next, Napoli are looking at Kvaratskhelia replacements. Garnacho and Timo Werner on the list.
Timo Werner, this guy's a fraud.
Yeah, there's been
JJ, don't let him talk about his
Or-
play like that.
that Garnacho has agreed personal terms, but that's apparently that's not true. So yeah, I think they bidded 38 mil, but Man United rejected it for Garnacho.
Man United won 60 or 50.
I think we'll take 50.
For Garnacho.
What about you, Jay? Timo Werner leaving. You don't mind?
Do you rate Garnacho?
As
No,
long as
Yeah, same.
I rate I like Garnacho a lot. I think he's a good player. I think he's got he's got a high ceiling. With Werner, I'm starting to think this is a domino effect of Muani, Werner, and Kvara. So as in like Kvara goes PSG, maybe Muani comes to Tottenham, and then Werner goes to Napoli. Therefore, it just like like a nice chain of events there. That makes a lot of
Spurs
sense.
making the same signings, bro.
Or it could be Barcola. You never know. What else is there? There was something else.
Barcola's not going to leave PSG.
You know what?
Renato Vega to Dortmund is a thing, by the way. It's actually a thing.
What?
Vega, the guy that we have, he's in talks with Dortmund. He's not happy with the inverting thing, and he wants to play centre back at Chelsea, and it's not panning out the way he wants. So he's looking to go out on loan as well.
Hey, you guys gonna make decent money on it. You make decent money on it, and then you also want this Mateus Tel guy.
Yeah. It's like a swap thing. It's like striker for a 10 basically, and I think that's
not a bad move.
I'm not mad at it. But I'm like,
Also,
we're gonna get Tel like
Man City.
Yeah, 67 mil.
67 million down the drain.
We'll wait until that's official. We get to here we go.
The way
Someone was talking about it. Frankfurt have a bad reputation. Every player that comes from their club tends to ends up flopping.
Frankfurt have,
but you know we should treat each person as their own individual, right? Each transaction is different.
No, let's not be sensible, Rex. No.
Like,
all right. Enough about that. Rack, what do you think? Nottingham Forest. What's going to happen?
I think we're going to mirror the result at Anfield, and we will win 1-0 at their place.
Fairs.
Why? Why would it be that tight of a game?
Because I know Forest. We struggled to break Forest down in the first game. We had a lot of territorial possession, but we didn't create many clear-cut chances. And I figure they're going to approach it similarly. It's not going to be difficult. There is a little bit of rivalry between Forest and Liverpool. You know, over the years, not really current, but historic. So
mostly because of Roy Keane, right?
I
don't know.
1-0 victory.
What did you say, Roy Keane? No. I mean, for example, they knocked us out of the European Cup when we were the holders of the European Cup, and then went on to win it. For example,
nice.
And just
who's scoring this one goal? Predicting who's scoring the one goal? You think?
Who's scoring? No, Liverpool. Let's Chris Wood scoring an own goal, but which I'll take. Who's gonna score?
Mo Salah. Put him in your fantasy team.
I could say a funny one. I could say a funny one, but none of you will believe me.
Yeah, Trent.
No, worse.
Trent with the screamer.
Sorry, no, he's banned. Sorry, I didn't even think about it. I didn't realize he's banned. Gakpo's going to get the winning goal.
Gakpo's coming clutch for you. Yeah, man.
He's a good player, man.
Let's go to the next.
His confidence is off the charts right now.
Let's go to the next team. Are you gonna bounce? Are you gonna continue to keep the good times rolling and go win versus Southampton, or is it such a Man United thing to drop points versus Southampton?
You know, it's a Man United thing to drop points. Whenever we get a good result, the next one's always a howler. So, but
yeah,
it's
I remember you guys doing that under Sir Alex Ferguson a lot.
Yeah, we've done that. It's just part of our DNA, bro. I don't know what to say anymore. Honestly, but
really fun for that.
So no, it's true though. We've done it. No, how many times? I think. Do you remember when Mourinho, when we stopped City from winning the league, and then we lost to Burnley the week after? It's just like, yeah, bless you. But yeah, man,
Bless you.
I'm expecting a win.
Bless you, bro.
Southampton is not, expecting a big win. So I'm going 2-1 Man United. I'm actually looking forward to that game because
everyone agrees Southampton's going to get something from this game.
Oh, what, you think Southampton will get something? I don't think they'll get nothing from this game.
I'm afraid I have to predict.
No, because if it was any other team, I'd be like, yeah, cool. But
I can't predict United. I can't predict United win because if United win, they finally go above Spurs. So whatever result United get against Southampton, Spurs have to better it. So if I'm saying
like you're on
United
juju, bro.
win,
like, if you do well, we'll be right behind you. You need to get up there.
Saying, bro. So if I'm saying United win, Spurs are gonna beat Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to stay above United.
No. What?
yeah.
His math is not mathing. Anyways, anyone else saying Southampton are going to get a result? No. Okay. Brentford, Man City, bogey team. What are we saying?
Yo, that is a bogey team. I'm not feeling good about it at all. Like this momentum that
have they ever taken points of Man City ever? Is it bogey team?
First year.
Have they?
Yeah.
Our trouble-winning season, we didn't beat them, home or away.
My bad. Oh, okay, fair enough.
And that's when I was at my peak powers with the trouble. Right now, I'm not even close to it. I need a sensu bean right now. I'm so weak. Like I don't know what to expect to get this game.
Brentford just got knocked out by, was it Plymouth or something like that? Who did they get knocked out by?
Yeah, they got knocked out by who was it?
They were probably already looking ahead to just handling business in the league. That's probably what we're looking at here. They're going to be motivated. They've got one of the most potent attacks as well. We got to respect what they got up front. I think if there's also a team that really troubles us on the counter, it's them, and it's been them. Even they're very good, and they were dangerous with Tony, and they're dangerous without him.
They gained confidence after our result.
I don't know what to predict, to be honest with you. But I can't keep a clean sheet. My heart's telling me a win. I always go with my heart. It's led to good decisions in my life. So I'm gonna say 2-1. Let's say 2-1. If you're gonna ask me who's gonna score, I need the cyborg to score for me, and I'm probably getting a goal from. I'm probably getting a goal from Foden as well. Let's say 2-1.
Got a Vitor Reis. How we go?
2-1. And finally, will Chelsea come back into the title race? Bice, what are you saying?
What do we come back?
We were never in it, bro. Like, you see, when managers tell you that teams aren't ready, you should listen to them. And when fans tell you they aren't ready, listen to them. But you see, all it takes is like 2 results, and everybody just is like, "Oh, they're falling." We were never truly there. It's in the evidence of play. It's in the quality of play. But I think we snap out of it, get back on track. I'm not with all the transfer rumors that's bubbling around now. I hope it doesn't really affect the team, especially with Renato Vega and the position he plays sometimes when he comes on for Cucurella and he has to invert. He doesn't like it. That's why he's trying to, go away for a while. But it just shows that players don't have to be winning for players to be unhappy with tactics. You don't have to be losing for players to be unhappy. They just want to play the positions. Player has a preferred position.
We got to hear you go. Sorry, Bice. We got to hear you go. Vader. Oh, go on.
Wait, what? What?
It's done.
No.
Here we go. Oh, damn. Hey. All right.
I was just saying that. I was like, who?
Another Egyptian in the league.
He got the jewel of Palmeiras. 18-year-old center back.
Yeah, quality. We're future proofing right now. This is what you got to do.
Future proofing. You better now prove. Otherwise, you're not going to end up in the Champions League.
Rex, he's 18 years old. I'm not going to put that type of pressure on a young player like that. All right, we don't do that over here at Manchester City. We let the youngsters develop. This is future proofing.
Remember the cake he had, bro.
You wait for them to develop and then sell them, aren't they? That's an attacking player. Transactional.
an attacking player, and yes, there was a lot of hype around him. But listen, I think we're looking at he's a good ball playing center back. Young. We're not going to put too much pressure on him. Let's go. I love the news. I hate that I'm in my car right now. I can't fully do my homework on this. He looks a bit skinny.
It's doctor. He's
I mean, he's still 18, Rax. Like
Matip skinny? You think he's Matip skinny or what?
No, Matip had those long limbs, man. This guy looks like a bit puny for a centre back. Don't know if he's going to be able to cut
look at you judging a book by its cover.
No, but Rax, remember, he's still 18, though.
You know,
he's still 18.
That's probably not even. They probably put his head on somebody else's body anyway.
Exactly. So that's someone else's torso. It's just
like
his face.
Mars, alive.
Yeah. Nah, that's amazing news. What else does it say what is it at the bottom? Does it say when he lands?
Verbal agreement reached. Palmeiras package 40 million euros fee. Man City want it to be immediate transfer. Medical and contract signed soon. Club will check all documents.
Nice. No, that's good. That's good. I mean, I prefer us moving in silence, but getting that here we go early for a young center back, because we've seen how
he looks like Lenny Euro.
Hey, he looks like a quality player. I've seen clubs like Liverpool go out and get young, right? Kanate. I've seen clubs like Arsenal go out and get young in Saliba. I've seen clubs like I was just about to go there. I was just about to go there. So you see Chelsea, as well as I'm not going to keep you out of this either.
I've seen clubs like Man City sell young, but like
see, Rax starting to get on my nerves. Rax starting to get on my nerves. This force result better go the right way, Rax, or I'm going to be on you. Watch.
All right. We're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I think that's pretty much it. Anything else you guys got to say? Vice, what's your score prediction?
I say 3-1. I say 3-1. Chelsea.
3-1.
They're playing
Bournemouth away.
Bournemouth away.
Yeah.
That's a tough game.
3-1.
Wait, no, Bournemouth like that. Bournemouth are coming to your ground. What do you mean?
Bournemouth at home. Sorry, Bournemouth at home. Yeah, sorry.
3-1, just like that.
Yeah.
Yo, Vice, it's been a minute. Bless to you and the family. It's been a minute. Happy New Year. But 3-1. Okay.
He's confident, bro. He's confident.
Yeah,
Anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Catch you guys on the next video. Love for the love people, and
thanks for the Havertz money.
Spurs.
You got the mountain.